Hi guys, John here with realtruck.com. Today we have the Lund riveted style fender flares, and I'm going to be showing you how to install these on this truck. The first step in installing our new fender flares from Lund is to get these old factory ones off. Now on these new, or these factory ones, there's a push-in clip. Not all your vehicles are going to have those clips. Just depends on what make and model vehicle that you're working on. The rest of it is all screw type bolts, and we're just going to use our drill and pull those out. All your vehicles are going to be similar but somewhat different. This one I already know is held on with a 3M sticky tape on the back side, so it's going to be a little stiff to pull off. Now we're going to clean this up a little bit, spray some adhesive remover on this glue part, let it soak for a little while. We'll get that all peeled off and get ready to put our new ones on. Okay, we've got all the dirt and muck wiped off of here. So now what we want to do is just use some general purpose adhesive remover, and we're going to spray that on here, let it soak for about 15 minutes, and then spray it again and start peeling it off. Okay, while we've got our adhesive remover soaking, we're going to go ahead and put our rivets into our fender flare. Pretty easy process. These come with a self-locking style nut, which basically, if you're familiar with them, they have like a nylon insert, which once you put them on, stops them from working their way back off. Now once you start tightening these up, one of the things to keep in mind is that this is a really durable material that these are made out of, but if you go cranking down really hard on them, it is possible to crack the area around where they go. So guys, don't just, put all your stuff into it and really wrench them. Just make them so they're tight and not wobbling around. You see they look pretty good. We got all of our rivet style bolts in there. Next thing we want to do is go ahead and install our rubber seal. What this does is this helps keep a nice snug fit against your vehicle without this sharp plastic rubbing the body. We've got our seal all the way around up to the corner here. Now what you want to do is go ahead and take your razor knife and cut this off. I'll go ahead and I'll put a piece across here as well. Now that we've got our fender flare all ready to go, the seal's on well. We've had this soaking for a while we were putting our fender flare together. We'll go ahead and spray it one more time, and then we'll start cleaning this stuff off of here. So you can get these from your parts stores or your paint shops, or for doing like Bondo work on your truck, but they work really good for doing this kind of stuff because they don't scratch up your finish. As you can see, we've got all the old adhesive stuff cleaned up. The next thing we want to do is just go ahead and make sure that our rubber gasket seal is on real well all the way around, and test fit this. Make sure that it's going to go where we want it, and that our holes underneath are going to line up. Looks good. Everything is going the way it's lining up the way it should. So I'm going to go ahead and hold it here and get a screw started in it. We've got 6 screws. We're going to put 4 of them across here, 2 of them over here, and then we have that push pin plug to put back here in the center. We've got all the screws started in here. So now what we want to do, remember I was telling you about making sure that this was snug up against the body of the truck. What we want to do is just make sure that we go ahead and push in on it a little bit to make sure that it's nice and snug there. And then we'll go ahead and start tightening these screws down. Now that we've got our bolt-headed screws all put in, tightened up, we've got our fender flare nice and snug against the body of the truck, our seal making a good solid seal all the way around. The only thing left to put back is that body plug that we pulled out earlier, and all we gotta do is just stick it up in there and snap. It's in there. That's how you install the Lund rivet style fender flares onto your pickup. And we're going to go ahead and do the other 3, and we'll come back and we'll show you how this truck looks with all 4 of them on it. As you can see, we've got these all on our truck. They look really nice on here. The great thing about these is that we've put on some bigger tires and wheels. They give us an extra 2 inches of protection out from the fender this way. Plus it gives us about another 4 inches up on the fender. So when you're cruising down the backcountry roads, you get some of these rocks like you can see in the tire that come flinging out of there. They don't beat up the side of your truck and wreck it. They're made out of a good sturdy material, so they're not going to crack and bust when these rocks hit them. They're just going to deflect them away from the body of your truck. And they look really cool too.